We are finally back from track. How was it? Before the track experience, very first hurdles, took 3 people to get into the suit. But once we accomplished that, got out there, the initial laps was nervous because brand new environment. I was just focused on what you said initially, which is maintain pace, keep your vision as high up as possible because where you see is where you will go. So once we clocked in a few more laps, got a lot more confident. Didn't want to be cocky though. So was just maintaining pace and following lines.
So what do you feel is the difference between the RC and the R3?
Short answer, the R3 was more of the package that I was looking for. The RC was a lot more demanding. It was more fun because it had the aggression. You could push it a little more. The suspension felt more planted compared to the R3, which had a lot of wobble on the corners. But I can see with the tweaks and the upgrades, I'm sure it can be on par with the RC. However, it was ticking more of my boxes, which was my initial question. Can I live with it on the streets and on the
track? Fair enough. RC is more of a track package versus the R3 is more of a street package.
Correct. So, because I don't see myself enjoying the RC so much on the streets because of it being that demanding and having a little more track biased approach to it compared to the R3, which seemed a little more friendly. It could do both with the right upgrades.
What is the one you pick?
Between these two, definitely the R3. However, if there are more options in the market, I would consider the Thruxton 400. I was considering the 457, however, it exceeds my initial criteria, which was a sub 4 lakh option. So that's where I wanted to include the BMW 310R.
Nice. That's also a good motorcycle. Very underrated, very good motorcycle. Let me know what would be your preferred motorcycle.